Now we have declared the framework for the person. Now these are properties. For every person there should be actions they can perform. For example, when we were talking about the area, so the area has a length, it can do average, it can do sum and stuff. So what can you do?
I thought they assigned these things.
I thought we have actually talked.
No, we are not done.
What can I do?
Yes.
Hey, I can do many things. I can talk.
You can say your name, right?
Yes, you can say my name. I can say my name. You can cry. I can code. You can cry. Don't cry, I understand. You can understand. I understand. You can smile. I can smile. What can I do? I can speak to that crowd. And this one is
Do I look like I'm confusing us now?
like this. I've seen this.
Now, very simple. What this does for us is that it enables us to be able to call properties of this class. So if you now say in this main program, if you say, if we have said Ben is a new instance of human being, Ben dot say name. I have said, okay, I will explain how to use this for us later on. Let's just go on and write the other things Ben can do, the other things human being can do. Remember, this is a framework, a structure, a blueprint. It's not for the particular person. So the other person can say shine teeth. So we can now say we should show the color of the teeth. This dot kind of teeth. This will be fun. Let's give somebody brown teeth. Let's be merciful and give it to. Let's only start from the. Let's start from the beginning. Please forgive us for giving you brown teeth. Okay. Okay, let's leave it to these two methods. So these are methods that human being can perform. Can say the name, can shine it. Yeah. Or let's say you can have another method that says show all properties. And then we say console.writeLine so what properties do we have? This dot name. Okay, let's do. How many properties do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 0 to 7. New line. Forgetting your escape characters.
On the quotes.
On a single quote?
Yes, like that. It will just bring out that stroke in.
That probably used for what? Slash and not backslash. The backslash. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so you become 2. Become 3, become 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we have this dot name, this dot gender, this dot face type, this dot kind of teeth, this dot height, this dot weight, sorry, VIGT, this dot character, then this dot aspiration. Oh, okay. Aspiration. Okay. So to use this, we have to call the method, of course, everything we've done. So the first thing we have to do now, we have created the framework, the blueprints of that human being, the properties and what he can do. Now we have to use that framework in the main program. I've created, remember, we have two separate classes, class program and class human being. What I'll do now is, for every building that will be built, you have to have the architecture plan on hand, and then you start building. So the process of having the architecture plan in hand, in the program we'll call it instantiating. Yeah, instantiating. That means you call an instance of that object. So that means you can now say human being, let's call it human being, is equal to a new instance of this. Just like when you were born, it's a new instance of your family name that existed. Just like when I was born, it's a new instance of Oladapo that was created, but my name is Dara. But I have all the properties of any Oladapo. Just like you have the same properties of any with your surname, but you have your own different name, you have your face color, but you bear that property. So it's the same thing here. We say, now we want to declare Ben. Ben is a human being, but he has his own property. So we say Ben is a new instance of human being. So we say, hey, human being, come. Your name shall be Ben, and you are a new instance of human being. That's what we just did here. From wherever you are coming from. And then we say, yes, you shall be a new instance of human being, and this shall be your properties. Human being dot name is equal to Ben. This is on the 7th day. Was it 8th day or 7th day? No, when they name human beings after they have been born. Was it 8th day or 7th day? Name is ceremony. 8th day. Okay.
I can do after 8 days.
It depends on you now. Is it not you? You are an instance of yourself. Okay. Now Ben has a name. Okay. Then we want to give woman Ben gender. What is the gender of Ben? Really?
By feel she even bought all the female clothes and saying that I must be a girl.
Okay.
And I came out in man.
Okay. Now there is another kind of I don't know what to call it. Is it that I don't know if you call this type or something. Now for human beings we can only have 4 genders: male, female, hermaphrodite, or transgender. The word has become that bad. No, transgender means you change from male to female or female to male. And it can be gender fluid. It's even 5: male, female, hermaphrodite, transgender, gender fluid. That means you declare for nobody. Gender fluid.
I say you are not part
You are not male or female, but you are not hermaphrodite either. You are just there. So now, for things that have defined set of values. For example, you can either be male or female. Let's just use that for example. You can either be male or female. You can either be alive or dead. You can either be born again or not, happy or sad, or you can either be a child, youth, or adult. They have defined set of values. Now you can do what we call an enumeration on this kind of thing. So we have another thing called enum. So we can say enum for gender, and we say we have male and we have female. Will I have an error? So you can either be male or female, or let's put hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite. Gender fluid. Or transgender. Let's just put it here so that nobody can now come and sue me tomorrow. That's what the word has become today. So instead of now having to type male, we can just say the gender of this guy is gender dot male. So I have to type all the while. Oops.
This one no longer than.
So instead of now having to declare this as string, we say gender. Are we catching the gist? I see now. It's becoming more fun, really. Of course, but it's becoming more. We call it more modular, because you can now say when you want to declare another kind of human being, probably a goat, you can say another kind of animal. For example, biology says we are all animals, so you can declare a goat. A goat has genders also, male and female. So instead of having to write another thing for that, you can just call this enum gender and then use it. So now what other thing? Yeah, I think let's just use enum for just gender, and then we say
Now it's under static code.
and then the next property we want to declare is the face. So what kind of face does Ben have? What kind of face does Ben have? He has a smiling face.
Okay.
And then what kind of, what's Ben's height? 170.0. We declare it as double now. So the next thing is weight. Human Ben dot weight is equal to 72.0. And then human Ben dot, what's the other thing? Character. Let's do a name for character also. Jovial, mean, reserved, gentle, gently, zealous. Okay.
No space.
No space. Okay. Is that good for me? Ah. They must know I love water. Okay, so the character for Ben now should be character dot jovial. And then we'll have the next thing is aspiration. the aspiration for Ben is to become a business guru. Business guru. And then, after we've done this, we want to make Ben perform some actions or stunts. So, all we have to do is say human Ben dot that method has to be static because you are calling it a static method. So we'll have hold on. There should be something fundamentally wrong somewhere. Okay. I have to declare all these guys as static. Imagine that. Well, it's because I'm calling it in a static mode. I have to make it static. But hold on. So I have to say name is also public static. There's a little bit of issue here. I shouldn't be using this static. I will. Staticity should not be my problem. Yeah, the static was not my problem. It was because I did not. What's this? It was because I did not declare this method as public. Now, what happened? I thought I will get to explain this later, but I will just have to explain it now. The reason why it did not show as an option for us. There's something we call access modifiers. Now, by default, when you declare a method for a class, it's private to it alone. Anything outside that class can never access it. The reason why we can actually set the name is because we have public. So let's say we remove public from here. You can see over here, this will have a problem because name has become private to it because we did not set it as a public property.
If you send it, if you write it public, everybody start using that.
Everybody will start being able to use it. But by default, if you don't specify it as public, it is private by default. So that's why we had this error when we were trying to call human Ben dot whatever method we're trying to do. So once we declare this method as public now, we will be able to access them. Just like there are some things you can do outside your house, and there are something that you cannot do outside your house. So some of those actions are private, some of them are public. Just like that. So we can now say human Ben dot say name. So if you run this program now, okay, let's not forget our dear console.readline. So we should be able to see my name is Ben. So the next thing we want to do is human Ben dot shine teeth. And then we say my teeth is. Didn't you give you a teeth color?
It's brown, but it's white.
Oh, I have to return this dot to string. So kind of teeth. You realize that we did not declare kind of teeth here. That's why it was blank. You can't see kind of teeth here. So we forgot to declare the kind of teeth Mr. Ben has. Sorry. So it should show now. The good thing about object-oriented programming in that is that you can have properties that you don't declare. For example, what if all my teeth are gone? That means I don't have any kind of teeth. So there are some properties you can decide not to show. Now, for that kind of thing, if you call it, it will return a null value. It can throw an exception. I hope we get to exceptions, really, but unfortunately we can't. We'll go through to the videos. It will throw a null exception for you. That means it has no value. Just like trying to withdraw 1,000 from an account that has 0 naira. It has no value, but you are trying to get value from it, so it will return a null value for you. So that's just the way it works. And then we can now say humanben.show all properties. So this will show us all the properties that our dear brother Ben has. And then we have Ben, is male, he has a smiling face, brown teeth, 170 centimeters high. Actually, we should be more user friendly. We should say centimeters and kg. So instead of having to just output it, my teeth color, blah 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 blah. So gender, face type, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 will be height is centimeter, weight is kg. That's all.
By the side.
Before the line. So that is Ben.
Sir,